She carries herself like nothing can touch her. She appears unshakable, fiercely independent, and untouchable. But here's the reality. Beneath that armor, there's something every woman secretly longs for. It's a vulnerability, a need for connection, that she hides behind that tough exterior. Stick with me because in the next few minutes I'll be revealing what makes a woman melt for a man. Secret traits that would make her completely loyal to you. When you do this one simple thing, it cuts through all her strength. She can't resist. She'll melt, revealing a side of her you never expected to see. The key to unlocking her heart is far simpler than you think. Sometimes all it takes is a moment of genuine warmth. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." It's a powerful reminder that our mindset shapes everything. Women may come across as strong, even distant at times, but their attraction isn't rooted in grand gestures or shallow promises. It's grounded in something far deeper: how you think, how you carry yourself, and how you live with purpose and discipline. The Stoics understood this truth. Real strength isn't about dominating others. It's about mastering yourself. When a man lives with self-control, inner peace, and integrity, he radiates a power that can't be faked or imitated. And when he embodies this true mastery, even the most independent and strong-willed woman can't help but feel drawn to him, often in ways she can't even fully explain. True power isn't in how much you control others, but in how much you've mastered yourself. 1. She melts for emotional control. She might shout, push your buttons, or even pull away. In these moments, most men panic or overreact, trying to regain control. But when you remain calm, when you don't let your emotions take the lead, something powerful happens. She feels something rare: safety. In those moments of tension, it's not about winning the argument or proving a point. It's about keeping your composure, showing that you're grounded, and that her emotions don't shake your foundation. Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." A man who can stay calm in the face of chaos leaves a lasting impression. He becomes unforgettable. When you control your emotions, you become a force she can trust, a presence she can't ignore. 2. She melts for silent confidence. True confidence isn't loud. It doesn't demand attention or try to impress. It's a quiet, steady certainty that comes from within. When you don't feel the need to prove anything, when you allow your actions to speak for you, she can feel your strength without a single word. Seneca once wrote, "The greatest wealth is to live content with little." A man who is truly content with who he is doesn't need validation from the world. His inner peace and confidence radiate in everything he does. And that kind of self-assurance? It has a way of softening even the strongest of women, drawing them in with its calm and certainty. Silent confidence isn't about showing off. It's about being so secure in yourself that others can't help but be drawn to your presence. If you're finding value, hit like and subscribe so other men can discover this epic Stoic truth. Let's continue. 3. She melts for direction and purpose. A woman is drawn to a man who knows where he's going. It's not about having all the answers, but about having a clear sense of direction and purpose in life. While she may be strong and independent on her own, there's something deeply attractive about a man who has a vision for his future. When she sees that clarity and drive, she can't help but respect and admire him. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, once said, "Man conquers the world by conquering himself." A man with purpose is not swayed by the opinions or approval of others. He's not chasing validation because he already has a deep sense of self-worth. This kind of strength, rooted in purpose, is magnetic. It draws people in, especially women who are looking for someone who leads with intention. When you live with purpose, you become a force that others can't resist. Your path becomes clear, and so does the respect that follows. 4. She melts for consistency. Words can easily be manipulated, and promises often break when they're tested. But what a woman truly trusts, what she can count on, are patterns. It's not about what you say in the heat of the moment or the grand gestures you make. It's about how you show up consistently day after day with the same level of dedication, reliability, and focus. When you are steady in your actions, when you prove through your behavior that you are someone she can rely on, she starts to see the real you, a man who is solid, unwavering, and dependable. Consistency is incredibly attractive because it's so rare. In a world where so many people, especially men, are ruled by fleeting emotions, where moods change and promises fade, being someone who shows up and delivers, no matter the situation, sets you apart. Most men fluctuate with their feelings. They promise the world one day and then disappear the next. But the man who remains disciplined, who follows through with what he says, even when it's difficult, stands as a beacon of strength. It's in the little things, the way you handle the everyday responsibilities, the way you show up when it's hard, the way you remain focused even when distractions come your way, that makes all the difference. This is what women truly respect. The man who doesn't just talk about his ambitions, but quietly and consistently works toward them. The man who doesn't just promise the world, but proves through his actions that he is someone worth trusting. When you show up day in and day out with the same discipline, focus, and reliability, you become the kind of man who can't be overlooked. That consistency? It's a power no one can ignore. 5. She melts for integrity. There's something undeniably magnetic about a man who lives by his principles. Even the most independent and strong-willed woman can't resist the man who stands firm in his integrity. It's in the way he walks through life with honesty, keeping his word no matter what, and refusing to betray himself for fleeting desires or short-term gratification. Integrity is the foundation of trust, and when she sees that you are someone who doesn't compromise on your values, it creates an unspoken sense of safety. She knows you're someone who can be counted on, someone who will always do what's right even when it's hard. Living with integrity isn't about perfection. It's about consistency and staying true to your core beliefs. It's about making choices that align with your values, even when the world around you may tempt you to take shortcuts. When you stand by your word, even when it's uncomfortable, when you choose honesty over convenience, she sees your strength. And it's not just about big moments, it's about the little things, the way you handle challenges, the way you treat others, the way you keep promises. These small acts of integrity build trust, and trust is the cornerstone of any lasting connection. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." These words are more than just wisdom. They're a reminder that integrity isn't just a choice, it's a way of living. It's rare, and because of that, it's incredibly powerful. Rarity is irresistible, and when you live with integrity, you stand apart from the crowd. When you choose integrity over temporary pleasure, you become a man who inspires respect, trust, and admiration, because the rarest things are always the most captivating. Here's the truth. She may pretend to be strong, independent, and untouchable, but deep down, she melts for the man who controls his emotions. The one who remains calm, composed, and doesn't let outside circumstances dictate his actions. She's drawn to the man who radiates silent confidence, not the boastful kind, but the quiet strength that comes from knowing who he is. This is the man who lives with clear purpose, who wakes up every day knowing exactly where he's going and why. He stays focused, consistent, and reliable in everything he does. And above all, it's the man who holds unshakable integrity. He doesn't compromise his values for short-term gain or external pressure. His word is his bond, and he lives by it every day. That's the man she trusts. That's the man she respects. That's the man she never forgets. This is the Stoic way, living with emotional control, purpose, consistency, and unwavering integrity. When you live by these principles, you become the kind of man who commands respect without saying a word. If this message struck something in you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic insights from Become Stoic. Click on the next video showing up on your screen right now to become the man who attracts women and not the one that chases them.